Welcome to the Whole Lot of Woman podcast, where we explore, explain, and discuss what makes us a whole lot of women in today's world. I am your host, Nikita Chantel, and today we are discussing 5 ways to upgrade your inner circle. Okay. First thing is to seek out aligned energy. Okay. We talked about in the last episode about how to know when you outgrown your circle, but now we want to elevate our circle, okay, and upgrade our inner circle. So like I said, number 1 is you seek out aligned energy. You want to connect with women that share the same values. That's why I say find new hobbies, the things that you like to do, even if they're things that your current friend groups don't like to do them by yourselves and meet people along the way. That is how you find people to go to yoga with now that you want to do yoga, or running with now that you want to go running. Going to the gym, whatever it is. But you want to get with people that align with your values, even if it's something like you like to read a lot, or it's a certain genre of books you like to read. You a romance novel girl, you a thriller girl, and you want to join a book club because you can't talk to your homegirl about it. Like, she don't like to read books, and she don't want to hear you talk about it because that's boring to her. And you really want to have people to talk to about it. You want to have friends that you can go to the coffee shop with and just read or just discuss or whatever. Okay? And you want to start building friendships like that because you prefer to do that than hanging out at the club or whatever other ways that your current or older friend groups like to hang out. Okay? Number 2, you want to network with intention. That is why in the last episode when I said when you go to the run club, don't just have your headphones in. Actually talk to somebody. So next week you will have somebody to meet with. Are you going this week? Exchange numbers. Make sure you go to connect. And that's what I'm doing myself as I grow and elevate the podcast beyond just YouTube. I'm trying to bring it out into community. That's what I'm doing. I'm networking with intention because I want to be able to reach out to people, walk into their business, recognize them, they recognize me, and us to be able to have those relationships where they can lean on me, I can lean on them. They want some media coverage, I can provide that for them, and vice versa. So, but you have to get out there and actually do it. Because nobody's going to know who you are while you sitting in the room on YouTube or on TikTok. You're not going to be able to connect like that. You can have a million virtual friends, but when you're ready to go outside, them virtual friends ain't going to really do it. It's not going to be the same. Number 3, you want to prioritize reciprocity. When you're meeting these new people, you got to, recognize if this person is, oh, she's cool. She paid for the coffee and I paid for the snacks or whatever. Or if this person is a user, taker, they're trying to manipulate you into paying for stuff or being a new sucker, a new supply. You know what I'm saying? Recognize love bombing too. So when somebody's overly doing something, because love bombing is real in friendships as well, and you have to be aware of that so you don't get caught up with a narcissist. All right, you don't want a new narcissist, homegirl. But yeah, focus on reciprocity. Like, who is really trying to pour into the friendship the same way? And even if it's not financially, like, girl, I was gonna come over there and kick it with you. I know you was down. I know you missed run club this week. Did you good? You know what I'm saying? Did you want me to stop by? Just pouring into the friendship. Like, they're actually trying to add value, trying to get to know you for you, not just be up in your business, but be a real friend. Okay. Number 4, this is very, very, very important in expanding your and elevating your inner circle. You want to be open to having mentors and people that have been where you're trying to go. My friend is a great example of this because she always says, because she's from the hood in New York, I don't know which projects or whatever, neighborhood she's from. But she always tell me, she was like, no, Nikita, I used to be a hood rat, New York chick through and through from the projects. She was like, but she had a friend that was a corporate girl that kind of basically taught her how to elevate herself, how to carry herself. She went from this, that, and the third to walking with class and carrying herself with class and having a different kind of respect and walk about herself. And everybody don't receive that well, because everybody she knew growing up is not necessarily changing like that. So she had to leave some people behind, and it was painful. But she has elevated so far from where she started. And that's only because she had to let some people go. And me and her had so many talks about this, because for so long she tried to hold on to so many people and bring them up with her that did not deserve to be there. And they was actually holding her back, because once she started choosing herself and really walking in her elevation, baby, she shot to the top. She shot to the top. And I love to see it. I love to see it. All right, and last but not least, you have to set boundaries with the old friends and the old ties. People from your old life that, hanging out with them could cause you to end up in certain situations that are no good for you. You gotta set boundaries. Like, talk to your homegirl on the phone, but you can't go chill over her house, because when you go over her house, anything can happen. Her baby daddy might come in with his homeboys and something pop off, or she have you ride with her somewhere, or somebody, they gotta go fight. Anything, because that when you get in the car with this homegirl, you get around this homegirl, anything is liable to happen. And you got stuff to lose now. It was cool hanging with her when you really didn't have stuff to lose, but now you conscious and aware of what you're doing in life and where you want to go and what risk actually look like, and you're not willing to take those risks no more. So love her with a long handle spoon. Talk to her on the phone. We can FaceTime all day long, but no, I can't come over there. And it's up to you if you want to let her come to you. That depends on who she is to you. If she's still, you might not want her to come over to you either. So, and if you have trouble setting boundaries, you definitely don't need to let her come or be around that person, because you don't want them to manipulate you into falling back into some old habit or old ways of any kind of way. So that's something you have to be conscious of. And it made me think of, like, how they say, because I don't have kids, but how your mama say it's about who you hang around, and then you be like, oh no, they cool, ain't nothing wrong with that person, and then you done got in some mess with that person. You like, but I won't do nothing. And he was like, but it's from hanging with that person. That's all it is. You didn't have to be doing anything. They was doing something and you was there with them, period. That's all it takes for you to get caught up. You riding with your friend, don't know the friend got drugs or a gun or warrants or whatever. Now y'all done got pulled over and pulled out the car. And now look at you, but you wasn't doing nothing. Oh, you ain't know the car stolen. You also didn't ask no questions. They ain't had no license. They ain't had a car yesterday. They ain't told you they bought a car. You went with your friend to these boys' houses. Now something that happened because your friend was in the back room and left you out here in the living room with everybody else. That's because you shouldn't have been with that friend. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to know who is safe to be around. And it don't even have to be safe, like I said, putting you in physical harm, danger, or whatever. But if this is somebody that was jealous of you, it's never safe to be around a jealous friend, because they will put you in danger that you will not see coming. The girl that wanted to be like you, the girl that was hating on you. Gotta have boundaries, because I know people who let family back in their life, the family that really did not like them. But, oh, that's my cousin. Y'all done fell out 4 or 5 times. The girl don't like you. She keep telling you every time y'all fall out how she really feel. But you let time heal everything, and time ain't nothing on character. She ain't changed who she was one bit. But because you don't set no boundaries, they're going to run them up. And that's what they're going to do every time. So make sure you set boundaries with your old ties. And I also suggest that it was supposed to be 1 through 5, but I'll add 6. Don't be mixing your old and your new friends. Everybody can't go where you go. Everybody's not going to mesh well. You don't want these new people thinking that you was like this person and showed out in front of your new people. And they think like, this how you are? This how you are? Yeah. I got a homegirl that her original best friend, like the best friend she had when I first met her, was the hood homegirl or whatever. They was both from the hood. She met me. I was the college girl. I kind of elevated my friend out of just the hood stuff. But when we would I didn't have no problem with the hood homegirl because I like hood stuff or whatever. But when her hood homegirl would come with us to the stuff that wasn't hood based, it was to the nicer, classier things, she was so uncomfortable, complaining the whole time because she was only comfortable in a certain type of element. And that wasn't going to work. I wasn't going to go to that. So she had a friend that's up here and a friend that's down here, and she was in the middle. And I'm like, if you continue to cling to this friend, that's not what I'm saying, but that's what life showed. You can continue to cling to this friend, you're going to stay down here. And she eventually got gone. So, unfortunately. But that's what some people, you can't come outside your box. You can't expect everybody to come inside your box. Like, nobody wants to be in there. It's a whole beautiful world out here. Things to do. So, that's what I have for that. So, just to review. Number 1, seek out aligned energy. Number 2, network with intention. Number 3, prioritize reciprocity. Number 4, welcome mentors. Okay. And number 5, set boundaries with your old ties. Okay. And number 6, don't mix the two worlds. It don't always go well. Okay. So thank you for tuning in. And always remember, beauty, brain, strength, and standards are what make you a whole lot of women.